Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a like up. Bold and the Beautiful had Finn finding out he's the biological father of his cousin. But Bill Spencer still muddies the waters for many CBS fans. What is the publishing magnate doing with Luna Nozawa at his house? So far, it appears he has everything to lose and nothing to gain by keeping this houseguest hidden in his fortress. This perplexes fans, with many thinking Bill has a hidden agenda. Bold and the Beautiful had Finn, Tanner Novlan, talk with Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, before he ran the paternity test. This is when she tells Finn there is no way Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, could be his daughter. Poppy lied, and Finn knows this by the paternity test match results. He is so stunned that he decides to repeat the test, hoping against hope it was wrong. But it looks like it wasn't. Bold and the Beautiful fans learned about the second test results when Finn beckoned Poppy to his office to confront her. So, the soap left no wiggle room here. Bold and the Beautiful fans cannot imagine what Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, is up to. But they do see a resemblance of his behavior from a time once before. Bill's facial expressions are limited when talking with Luna. He seldom smiles or offers any inflection in his voice. So, Bill is hard to read today, which is how he behaved when pulling that scam on Shyla Carter, Kimberlyn Brown. He choked out terms of endearment to his other murderous houseguest, just like he does today. Except with Sheila, Bill romanced her. His relationship with Luna is more like a father and a daughter. Bill pulled a scam on Sheila by pretending to care for her. But he did this to get a confession that would put her away for good. Now Bill uses that same type of behavior with Luna, but she already confessed to her crimes. So, what is he up to? Bold and the Beautiful planted enough hints to suggest Finn might find himself as the father of a daughter in her 20s. But before Finn knew the truth, some fans thought Bill Spencer's behavior suggested that he knew something no one else did. Many thought Bill Spencer knew that he was the father. Some fans suggested Bill ran himself a secret paternity test. After he was deceived by the fake one Luna planted, some folks thought he might need to see for himself. But now Finn's paternity seems to leave little doubt. But Finn mentioned something to Poppy when Tom Starr's Clint Howard paternity test results were negative for a match. He suggested it was a false negative, and that she should have the test repeated. So, for the diehards who still think Bill Spencer could be the real father of Luna Nozawa, a few suggestions on how this can happen turned up online. Bold and the Beautiful often takes liberties with how things work in the real world. They often stretch things to fit the storyline. So, think about that same vial of blood Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, used to check Jack Finnegan's, Ted King, possible paternity. Now Finn is using it to run a paternity test. Some B&B fans think the blood might have been tainted with Jack's DNA when Lai did her test. And Jack is the biological father of Finn. This might not even be scientifically possible in the real world, but Bold and the Beautiful could use it as an excuse once Finn and everyone else's lives are ruined. A few Bold and the Beautiful naysayers suggest after the tsunami of damage hits Finn and his family, a simple memo from the test's manufacturer could end Finn being the father of his wayward cousin. They could warn the staff that the batch of paternity tests delivered to the hospital was faulty. Maybe they produce a lot of false results. So there you have it, with Bill Spencer still playing the caring host to his houseguest. Some Bold and the Beautiful fans won't let the possibility of him knowing he is Luna's father go. So, until Bill Spencer's hidden agenda surfaces regarding Luna Nozawa, some fans will likely hold out that Bill Spencer could still be the long-lost daddy. But of course, after massive damage is done to Finn's life on the CBS soap. Dr. John Finn Finnegan had always believed in the power of truth. As a doctor, he valued clarity, precision, and facts. But nothing had prepared him for the shock of a lifetime. His paternity results had changed everything. For years, Finn had accepted that Jack Finnegan was his biological father, despite the turbulence in their relationship. But a chance DNA test had rewritten his entire history. The results confirmed what he never imagined. Bill Spencer was his true father. Bill Spencer's empire had been built on power, control, and ruthlessness. He prided himself on being untouchable. but the revelation that Finn was his son had sent his carefully constructed world into a tailspin. He had never considered the possibility that he had another heir, let alone one tied to the Forresters by marriage. The news broke at an intimate Forrester gathering, where emotions ran high. Steffi Forrester, Finn's wife, stood frozen, her fingers gripping the edges of the chair as though steadying herself against the earth-shattering reality. Ridge, Brooke, and even Liam all turned to Bill with disbelief painted across their faces. "There has to be a mistake," Steffi whispered, her voice barely audible. "Jack Finnegan is your father. We know this." Finn shook his head, his grip on the test results tightening. "I ran the test 3 times, Steffi. There's no mistake. Bill Spencer is my biological father." Bill, usually composed and confident, found himself at a loss for words. The powerful media mogul who could crush enemies with a single business deal now found himself drowning in uncertainty. "Finn, I had no idea," Bill finally said, his voice stripped of its usual bravado. "Your mother and I. He trailed off as the weight of the situation sank in. Finn's mother, Lee Finnegan, had always been fiercely protective of him, raising him with unwavering love. The betrayal cut deep. "You knew all these years?" Finn asked, his eyes filled with pain. "Or were you in the dark just like me?" Lai, who had stood in the corner, finally spoke, her voice laced with both sorrow and anger. "I didn't know, Finn, I swear. Jack was the one who carried the secret of your biological father. I had no reason to doubt him." Her words struck Jack like a dagger, his silence confirming his guilt. For Bill, the revelation wasn't just a personal bombshell. It was a potential scandal that could shake his empire. The Spencer name had been carefully crafted into a brand of wealth and power. Finn, an accomplished doctor, was already a success on his own, but what would this connection mean for both their lives? His sons, Liam and Wyatt, watched him carefully. Liam, ever the skeptic when it came to his father, was the first to voice his concern. "So what now, Dad? You suddenly have another son? Another Spencer heir? What does that mean for your empire? For your family?" Wyatt, usually the more level-headed of the two, tried to interject. "Maybe we should all just take a moment to process this before jumping to conclusions." Bill let out a deep sigh. "I don't have all the answers yet. But I do know one thing, this changes everything." Steffi felt as though she were trapped in a whirlwind. Her husband, the man she built a life with, was now tied to Bill in a way she never imagined. The Spencer name was synonymous with trouble, and she had spent years trying to keep her distance from Bill's manipulations. But now, Finn was a Spencer. Would this change him? Would he be pulled into Bill's orbit, drawn to the power and influence that came with being a Spencer? "Finn, what does this mean for us?" she finally asked, her voice tinged with uncertainty. "Are you going to embrace this new identity? Does this change who you are?" Finn looked at her, his expression torn. "I don't know. All I ever wanted was to understand where I came from. And now that I do, I don't know what to do with this information." Jack finally stepped forward, his shoulders sagging under the weight of his guilt. "I should have told you," he admitted. "I should have been honest with you from the beginning. But I was afraid of what it would mean for our family. I love you as my son, and I didn't want that to change." Finn's expression darkened. "You robbed me of the chance to know my real father, Jack. You let me believe in a lie. And now I don't know if I can ever forgive you for that." Jack's face crumpled in regret, but no words could undo the damage. As Bill stood there, grappling with the weight of his newfound fatherhood, he knew one thing. This wasn't a secret that could be buried. The world would find out. The media would sink their teeth into it. His enemies would use it against him. But more than anything, he needed to figure out how to be a father to Finn. "Finn, I don't expect you to accept me overnight," Bill admitted. "But I want to get to know you. If you'll let me." Finn hesitated. Could he allow Bill Spencer, a man known for his ruthlessness, into his life? Could he separate the businessman from the father? The room was heavy with silence as everyone awaited Finn's response. Finally, he took a deep breath. "I don't know where we go from here, Bill. But I guess we'll have to find out." And with those words, the foundation of their lives had shifted forever. Would Finn embrace his new identity? Would Steffi stand by his side, And would Bill finally become the father he had never been before? Only time would tell in the ever-unfolding drama of The Bold and the Beautiful. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.